Hey, what's up, folks? Today is September the 2nd, 2025. Just got a this is an indicator that I wanted to show you. I'm not going to do the programming for it right now. I've already done a bit of the programming, so I'll just let the indicator speak for itself. So, like I said, this is just kind of a sneak peek. I'll call it a sneak peek. I'll have some videos that are just sneak peeks. That way, they're not too long. But so essentially, this indicator here is a VWAP. So it's anchored VWAP. So if we open a normal VWAP, let's do a show me VWAP prior days. No, let's do an indicator VWAP H. There we go. All right, and then this is just going to go day to day, right? So from day to day, starts over at the beginning of the day. So I should be able to start a new line here at 12 o'clock or whenever the next bar is. Start a new line there, and it should pretty much track the same. So this new bar is, I think it starts over here. So I'm going to hit new anchor, and I need to change the color of that. That blue is too dark for me. Okay, so new anchor, and then we're going to click this bar here. Make sure I get the bar clicked, not the indicator. And I can tell that I have the bar clicked, not the indicator, because these other black dots show up here, and that's just fine. So I clicked it a couple times, and that's okay, because the way I have this set up is that I'm looking in the dictionary, or I'm looking in the token list to see if this bar is in the token list. If it is, then we will start a dictionary for it where we're making calculations for a VWAP, and then we plot it. So from here I can back out, and then we'll hit redraw and see if it draws a line on this line. Perfect. Okay. And actually, what do we do here? What did we do here? Because we just kind of dropped all of a sudden at 11:14. I don't know what that is. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the anchor. So in order to remove the VWAP, and it wasn't that volume did that. That's weird. That's peculiar. That's weird and peculiar. Like I said, I just put it together well enough to see multiple lines of VWAP on the chart. So like I said, I need to go back through it and find with the fine tooth comb. But you see these other ones here, same thing. Like if I wanted to start VWAP from this swing low down here, or this pivot here, I just click the new anchor, click that bar, and then I just hit redraw. And then it makes a new VWAP line from that location. Cool, right? And obviously, they all should start coming to be fairly close, depending on when they originated, and the volumes thereafter. All right, let's see. New anchor here at this low, and then redraw. I think I'm seeing something happen here. So, you know what? I'm not sure. Not sure what's happening. Is it trying to connect these two? I think, you know what? I think there is some type of connection, because in order to get it to calculate right, you have to say that one of the numbers, actually the denominator has to be greater than 0. And so maybe that's thrown off. Maybe the denominator is 0, and then so it's not getting any value there. And when it's not getting any value, then the next value is trying to connect it. So what is this? What plot is this? This is plot, it's the green, so it's plot 52 and plot 51. So 52 and 51, they're both lines. If I make them points, it ought to show it. It ought to give us a little bit more information, because it won't connect them at that point. Huh. Yeah, so it goes here and then all of a sudden it drops. It drops like it got instructions to start over. I wonder, is that a function of starting it, of clicking it multiple times instead of just once? Like this one I clicked just once, these other ones I clicked a couple times. So let's erase this one and then just click it once and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to remove anchor, click this, and then redraw. So I got rid of it. Okay, and let's make sure that there is nothing else on the far side. Yeah, there is something else. So there is plot 51. I should have looked at what the other plot was. Oh, I have to look at it because I think we've got, I think plot 51 must have been reused, because the way that these plots work is you can't just add a new plot anytime you want to. You have to have the plot set up. And so I use a switch case in order to go ahead and set the plot up. And then just so happens when we had a dictionary that needed that space, I went through a loop and I assigned a value to the plot. So the plot is already set up. And that's why you see all these plots here, is because they have already been set up. So I've got spaces for 10 or so plots if I want to have 10 anchored VWAPs here. And then beyond that, it'll give me some type of error. Okay, so I'm thinking this right here, when I started over here, that's plot 51. Well, you know what? It's going to change every time because, and then this is plot 52. It's going to change every time because that, because of the way it loops. I'm looping through the keys of the dictionary, and whichever key is first in the list, that's the one that gets the first plot. So this just happens to be the first occurring click, the first occurring anchor. So this will be the first plot. All right, so redraw that there now. And it did the same thing. So I wonder what this anchor is doing here. Let's All right, tell you what we can do, because I've got all this stored in app storage. Now this is good. This is good for you guys. So this is a part of, like I said, the debugging process, the part of getting your code across the finish line. So let's see. I'm going to, on the last bar on the chart, I'm going to print what's in the token list. So I'll let you see this here. So if last x, then once, I think we're on a condition 1 equals ELC print collection. We're printing the token anchors and anchors. It's T anchors and 1 and 1 and that and that and that. Okay. All right. Didn't print anything. And we are on live bars. It's 9:49 right now. If last x, then once condition 1 T anchors. Typically I put a 0 right here. I don't think that makes a difference. Well, oh, yes. Huh, yeah, it should be printing. My TradeStation has been doing something really screwy a lot recently, though. EasyLanguage class extend once print 1. Okay, so we got a 1 there. ELC print collection condition 1. I'm pretty sure that's a condition and not a value. Yes, it's condition because it gave me an error. Unless there's just nothing in tokenless anchors, which it should be. It should be. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so let's, instead of the anchors, we know that there should be something in the dictionary, because that's where we're getting all these plots from. But dictionary anchors, what did I call it? DVWAP. Why wasn't it showing up in the token list though? Interesting. All right, so we do have, this is 9.2 at 11.12. 9.2, 11.12. We do have an anchor there. So this anchor interfered with this anchor. 11:12 a.m. We had that other one at 12 a.m. first thing in the morning. And then we had another one at 11:58. So, wait a minute. What's going on with those dots? Is this spot 52? Why do I feel like, oh, got it. All right, so the way that wow, this is crazy. All right, I'll have to come up with something for this. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting to see if I can get this together. So you guys tune in. Okay, so what's happening is when because I'm going through the keys in the dictionary, and so every time I have a new instance, a new anchor, I'm running, and then when I get a new anchor, now instead of plotting on case 1, this, because it's one older, becomes case 2, and then this becomes case 1, right? Yeah, I mean, I know that's the concept, but I'm thinking if I just flip it, and instead of keys up 2, if I go keys -1 down to 0, that should be enough to solve that problem. Because then yeah, because then the I need the oldest key to keep its index. And as I'm looping through, well, it's not even the oldest key, because the dictionary is stored according to that can make it even more cumbersome, because dictionaries are alphabetical, or they're sorted alphanumeric. token lists are in order of, you know, however you put them in there, but they can more or less stack, and so do vectors. So, you know, now that I know what it's doing, I can solve the problem. So that's not an issue. So just have to, you've got to be able to recognize what's happening. Beyond that, you can solve anything, man. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. But anyway, all right. So again, that's the sneak peek. I should have something else for you in the next day or so. We'll get this thing situated. All right. I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.